Yo, yo, 1, 2. What's the word, y'all? It's Vinnie Paz. My man Edgar in the building. What's up, Papa? Yeah. So it's the 19th. Well, it's technically the 18th for me because it's late night, but I guess it's the 19th now. I'm recording this at 4:30 in the morning. I'm writing for the new Jedi Mind Tricks record. Still untitled as of yet because stupid I haven't figured that out yet. I think I told y'all it was a few out there, titles 3 or 4. So so yeah, that's that. We're working on that. It's like 2 or 3 joints that we love so far. The one I'm writing to now is one of my most favorite beats Stoop ever did. So I'm I'm happy about that. That's good. Um, in 9 days, my record drops. I think it's over here. In 9 days, that drops. The Cornerstone of the Corner Store. I'm very proud of it. Uh, I worked on it painstakingly, and I'm super happy about it. So, um, uh, my mother bought Edgar a pumpkin outfit. I don't think he likes it, but he's a trooper. You know what I'm saying? He knows he do anything for moms. You know what I mean? Anything for moms. All right, settle down. So, yeah, I'm gonna answer questions. Uh, I typically show y'all what I'm listening to vinyl wise. I'm not gonna do that this time because questions keep coming in. If y'all want me to continue to show y'all what I'm listening to or some of my vinyl collection, just let me know, um, and I'll continue to do it. As of right now, um, it's too many questions are coming in, so that takes too much time. Because once I start talking about music, I tend to ramble on. So I'll try to answer as many questions this time out, and we'll see where it goes from there. All right, this is from somebody named Alvin. Alvin, what up, Alvin? Can you please explain the album title, The Cornerstone of the Corner Store? Um, my friend, I'm not sure there's much to explain there. To me, in my opinion, it's self-explanatory. Is there a metaphor there? I mean, the corner store is the is sort of the backdrop of the neighborhood, right? That's sort of the heart of the neighborhood. Um, to be the cornerstone of something is to be the rock of that particular um, said subject. So it's more or less me being like, you know, man of the people. That's an AKA cornerstone of the corner store. It's the man of the people. You know what I mean? I'm there. I'm always around. You know what I mean? I think that's sort of been my personality and character. Um, you know, accessibility and whatnot. What producers do you have for HMK2? This is the same kid, Alvin. Um, I didn't speak to Bill about whether or not we're putting that out there yet. So I'm not sure. I can tell you thus far, our decision on purpose has been to showcase lesser known producers. We could go the route of calling everyone we know in the industry people that are incredible. You know, sometimes a format, even if it's a format that comes with amazing results, sometimes that format can be played out. Like we're gonna go out and get the 12 beats from the 12 name producers and sort of use that as a hook. I think we look at HMK as us being the hook, Bill and I being a group, and these beats are sort of the soundtrack to that, to our minds and the darkness of the project and the record. So While I won't name anyone yet, it's not that it's a secret or something. I won't name anyone yet. It's nobody that you're gonna say, oh my God, they work with this person. It's dudes that Bill and I, both of us, have been waiting to give some exposure to. It's very dark. I can't say that much. What happened to Stoops' collabo with This dude spelled it wrong. I guess he's trying to say superstition. I don't know anything about that. Any news regarding a Stoops solo? Stoops, outside of Jedi Mind Tricks, Stoops' project is this record we're working on called Aiming in the Phantom. Y'all will know Aiming from the Fraudulent Clock and the video. The Fuck You record he had, there was a monster. And he's on my lead single, The Void. Stupid Aiming, we're doing a whole record with them too. It's like Amy Winehouse meets hip hop meets Sam Cooke. The stuff we have so far is something that I'm most proud of that I've ever been involved with my whole musical career. If you're not into soul music and shit like that, it's not for you. Bottom line. If you're not into shit that moves your soul, don't write me crying and complaining about it. I don't care. I love soul music. I have since I was a kid. It's what I was raised on. And I'm so proud to be a part of it. So I'm going to go see Aiming very soon. Check in on that. But we have like 5 songs done and mixed that are incredible. So Stooch is working on JMT and the Aiming in the Phantom right now. When are you going to beat the shit out of blank? He's asking me. He's still talking shit. Big fan of your music. Look, man, I'm not worried about anybody talking shit. That comes with the territory, doesn't it? Doesn't that sort of come with the territory of success? I don't think I'm too concerned with that. If someone wants to see me, I'm not hard to find. You know what I'm saying? I'm guessing you might be a young guy asking something like that, man. I'm too grown to get involved in shit like that. So, yeah. All right. This guy, there's no name attached to this. These come from my business partner and manager. Some people put the names, others don't, or maybe it's my manager's business partner's fault. I don't know. Vinny, I'm a big fan of yours and have been for years. Here's my question. 1, are you a fan of The Walking Dead? I've never seen an episode of it. 2, if so, who do you think blah 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 killed? That could be a spoiler or something for y'all that watch it. My man, I don't know anything about it or your question. 3, who are some of your favorite wrestlers? Off rip, I always sort of have, these people that I go to. Terry Funk, Great Muta, Bret Hart, Flair, and Brody. Can't go wrong with any of them. 4, why don't you like UFC? I'm assuming he means MMA. Look, man, I'm not gonna do a whole thing about that now. I don't like it. It has nothing to do. I don't connect with it. Rolling around on the ground and shit with another dude, kind of strange to me. It's a little bit weird to me. Historically, I'm sure trolls are gonna comment on this, but again, it doesn't matter to me. If I cared about that, I wouldn't do these videos because I know that you're gonna talk shit. That's the nature of the generation younger than me. A good majority, a huge majority of MMA fighters are guys that got run out of the boxing gym because they couldn't hack it. So they would all get destroyed in a boxing ring. For those of you that write me, well, a boxer would get destroyed in the UFC ring. I don't care. I don't respect the level of comp there. I don't care about kicking. I don't care about rolling. I don't care about mounting another dude. Where if you send me a picture of it, I might be confused. Is this a gay sex act, or is this a sport? I'm good, man. I'm good. Again, don't bother me with that either. Don't write me about it. I don't care. You asked, so I answered. That's it. If I'm asked, don't say I'm an MMA hater. I'm this, I'm that. When I ask, I answer. You'll never see me posting about it or talking about it until people try to goad me in, like I've just been goaded in right here to even talk about the sport. I don't even look at it as a sport. It's like no different to NASCAR than me or something. So yeah, I don't know your name, man, but thanks for the questions. Hey Vin, can you talk about some of your family history, like what your dad, grandfather did, how your parents met, any stories, etc. That's not that's not bad at all. Um, yeah, uh, my family is from overseas, man. Um, my grandfather, um, by the time by the time I was old enough to be conscious, my parents had me later in life because my brothers came way before me. My brothers are 11 and 12 years uh, older than me. I'm assuming I was a happy accident, but my mother slapped me on the head the one time I assumed I was an accident. I got hit with a wooden spoon, but she told me I was planned. So mom's had to make me feel good there. My my grandfather, on my pop's side, um, helped make braces for legs, like leg braces, and he actually ended up sort of I don't want to use the word invent, and again this is a little bit foggy for me because I was really little. Um, um, he helped, again, not invent, but he sort of helped design this type of brace that went on to be used in the NBA by some elite players. He didn't have a patent or anything, so he got hosed or whatever. Um, no idea if my grandmother ever worked on his side. My mom's parents, my grandfather fell down a flight of steps and hit his head on the banister, split open and died. I was in like third grade. I have like no memories of him other than him like giving me $1 or something whenever I saw him. And then my mom's mom is my favorite person that ever lived. She's the to me it just chokes me up just talking about her. She worked in like a mill her whole life, uh, like 12-hour shifts. She was the best person I ever met. She always told me to do what I wanted to do to create my own lane in life. Supported everything, every move I ever made. Always had the biggest hug and kiss. Best cook. My nan was the best, man. Like, could make me feel great when I felt terrible. I miss her terribly. I miss her every day. She died right around when I was recording the Psychosocial. Um, uh, Another question about someone that I don't deal with. I'm not going to address that. And can you talk about some of your visible tattoos? Um, how I came up and the people that I'm still around to this day. One of my closest friends in the world, my OG Gavin, um, owns and operates a tattoo shop and has always run tattoo shops. This goes back to me being a kid. We're both very much cut from the cloth of there's sort of this like punk rock aesthetic of tattoos, and then there's another one. You know, the square who has the one tattoo who says this is a fucking dolphin because my fucking aunt or friend that died loved dolphins, so this fucking means everything in the world to me. Whatever, I don't know, man. We just like tattoos, so we started getting tattooed. I mean, I have my son's name on me, but I'm grown. That means a lot, of course. He's my son. But in terms of like, talking about, yeah, all right, this kid didn't ask me about meaning, so my apologies. But when people ask what shit means, I don't know. My knuckles say your pick, meaning your pick which hand you get punched with. So does that really seem like I'm a logical guy? Did I think out tattoos? I mean, this is from The Exorcist. This is an obituary cover. I mean, I'm kind of just like, I've always been around tattoos, tattoo culture, and tattoo artists. So I'll be like, I'm itching. What do you want to do? You want to do this? Yeah, maybe. Let's just change this a little. You know what I'm saying? I'm still like that. So Um, yeah, yeah. Actually, like next to my, uh, my son's name is Marciano. Next to my Marciano tattoo, I have Rocky Marciano, a portrait up here. Marciano's, you know, like a hero to me. But um, yeah, other than that, it's just like I get tattooed to get tattooed. I like it. Um, all right, let's continue on. I don't know how long I'm. I honestly didn't notice what time I started, so it's hard to know how long I'm running here. I think I've been talking like 10, 15 minutes. I don't want to take too long of your time. All right, there's no name on here either. Oh, that's dope. Carnivore. Carnivore merch. That's real dope. They must have came with something that came to my crib. I'm glad I saw that. Vinny wanted to start by saying I'm a huge fan, really look forward to all your work, and me and my boys really enjoy the YouTube videos, so keep them going. Thank you. Boxing question for you. Even though Deontay Wilder is riddled with flaws, with the mess still in the heavyweight division and the age of a lot of the guys, isn't it time he fights Klitschko or at least Ortiz? What happened to Terence Crawford? He looked to me like a huge star coming up in the years to come. I know the pay-per-view numbers were bad as expected, but I would have expected him to be back in the ring by now. What are your thoughts? Thanks for watching, man. Thanks for the kind words. Thanks for watching the videos. All right, Wilder. Wilder is terribly flawed. He's a fraud as well. He can punch. He's got power in both hands, it would appear. The flip side of that is you got to be pretty fucking awful defensively, not very defensively responsible to get hit with those wide edge shots. That's just me being honest. An old Klitschko would knock him out, I think, in a boring fight. Ortiz would obliterate him. Anthony Joshua would obliterate him. So Heyman will protect. They had the fight with Povetkin planned. Povetkin can possibly beat him. That's a live guy. That's the first time. Other than Stavern, that'll be the other guy. Stavern, who went to the hospital afterwards and almost died. Don't forget that his best win came from a half-dead guy. Don't forget that. He beat up Adiola, who's fucking well past his prime, if he ever had a prime. Povetkin pissed dirty, so he's a fucking dummy for doing that. He could have won that belt. But to me, he's not in the discussion for being the best. Joshua beats him. Ortiz beats him. There might be some fringe guys hanging around in the top 10 or 15 that beat him on the right night. As far as Terence Crawford's a brilliant fighter, top 10 fighter to me. I wanted to see him too. The post-style Crawford pay-per-view, as you said, the pay-per-view numbers were bad as expected. Again, there was a lot of politics as to why that was a pay-per-view. The intricacies too boring to discuss because the average person will turn out by now. There was a method to the madness, so I'm not mad at that. At him, post-style, I'm not mad at promoters, Aram, anything like that. I'm with you with wanting. I wanted to see Crawford fight before the calendar year, and he's not going to. So he'll be back early 2017, and I think knowing that kid's character, Bud Crawford, and knowing how Aram wants to position him, they were hoping that he would get the Pacquiao fight that Vargas got. I would have loved that, but it didn't happen. Could be trying to protect Manny for the Mayweather fight that's going to happen. So I think put him in with Vargas, who he'll beat, meaning Pacquiao, and then they'll start building Mayweather Pacquiao too for May of 2017. That's what they'll do. They'll build that, and they'll make $1 gazillion again for a fight that, they'll sell it this time. Well, it'll be better because Pacquiao's his shoulder was hurt, so now he can throw, both hands with power. It'll be a different fight. That's how they'll reel everyone in again, and it'll work. So yeah, I wanted to see Bud Crawford before the end of the year too. but it's not gonna happen. But he'll come back early 2017, and he'll fight real guys. So I'm not worried about that. But yeah, he's good. He's real good. Terrence Crawford. I think he could be great. Let me see. I don't know what the time looks like. Let me check. 20 minutes. Watch out, I got. Watch out. Come on, huh? 20 minutes. I'll talk like 5 more minutes or something. So yeah, I have a book and yeah, y'all have seen me talk about the Beatles a lot on these videos. If you're a Beatles fan or a Lennon fan, read this book. Do yourself a favor. If you're a fast reader like me, you can read it in one sitting. Lennon Remembers. It's basically all of the transcripts unedited that Jan Wenner did for Rolling Stone. He obviously went on to become a world famous journalist, but he was only 24 when he did this. Lennon shows his ass in this. Pause. Lennon shows his ass in here in terms of it's really. He takes the mask off, man. He's kind of an asshole. If you have Lennon on a pedestal the way I do, be prepared. He was kind of a dickhead. Admittedly, he was. He was self-aware guy, very smart, obviously. He's a genius. Maybe the best musician of the 20th century. But super dismissive and condescending towards a lot of people. You know, it makes you second guess, the philosophy of idol worship. Kill your idols. It's that type of shit. Kill your idols. Personally, in my life, I was a baby when Lennon got killed, but I know they say don't meet your idols. I met some people who were assholes and ruined their entire catalogs for me. So I find it best that unless you know someone's a good person, maybe don't worry about meeting them. If you meet them, maybe take a picture and say hello and keep it moving, because I met some dickheads. All right, yo, Vin, just wanted to say your music has given me some faith that hip-hop still lives. Thank you, man. Saw your show with Ill Bill in Toronto on 420, and it was banging. My question is, you have worked with some incredible producers since you started rapping. Have you ever produced any records, or do you plan on producing? Cheers, and tech. Nah, you know what it is? My inability to grasp technology, and I'm not talking 2016 technology. I'm going back to the early 90s. I could never grasp it. I have a producer's ear and a producer's mind. Earlier, I think everything stupid I have done, I've contributed in terms of finding a loop, finding drums, finding a sample. But that does not a producer make. That means I was a contributor to a final product. I did a beat as the intro to a mixtape of mine because I was fucking around in the studio one night. The first thing you hear on that Flawless Victory mixtape, I made that beat. I played the bass and found these samples, but I could never be too good because I don't have an understanding or know-how of the SB1200, the MP, these beat machines that I would love to know how to use. There's a disconnect in my head with technology. So yeah, thanks, man, for the question. Dear Vinnie Paz, longtime fan of JMT and extended fan. Respect from Northern VA. Thank you, my friend. You've mentioned Kubrick in your rhymes and on social media. What other film writers, directors, or films themselves have shaped you in some way? Are there any other films or filmmakers that have inspired you? Thank you for taking the time to read my questions. Blessings to you and your family. Blessings to you and yours too, my friend. Yeah, I worship at the altar of Kubrick. Absolutely. Other writers, directors, Coppola, Dario Argento. There's so many, man. Gus Van Sant. Jeez, man. I feel like, super on the spot. William Friedkin, Frank Henenlotter, As far as them shaping me, you know, or inspiration, I think that great art finds a way to inspire you in ways that you can't necessarily put your finger on, if that makes any sense. Um, you know, I can't say like, oh, I did this song, and it's right after I watched, um, you know, The Killing by Kubrick or something like that. I think when you love something, it becomes part of you and who you are as a human being, and then that in turn manifests itself in your work. So um, a lot of these people I'm mentioning will have inspired me um, just because of how much I love their work. Michael Cimino, who did the Deer Hunter continues to blow me away. It's absolutely mind-boggling to me that that dude never was able to make another brilliant film like that. It's very strange, man. It's very strange. I've looked into it. I've looked into him. I can't find a reason why, or there's no rhyme or reason to why a person who made one of the most perfect films of all time was never, forget making another great film, he never really made another good film, in my opinion. If someone is related to him out there in the world and has an explanation, please write me, tell me. Because that film is brilliant, The Deer Hunter. So yeah, oh shit, I almost knocked the shit over, huh? So yeah, this is coming soon, man. This is 9 days away, y'all. I put my heart and soul into this record. It's called The Cornerstone of the Corner Store. So yeah, I'm gonna get out of here. I want to thank y'all for watching, like you always do, showing love. I appreciate it. If you're on Twitter, you can follow me at Vinnie_Paz, Instagram Boxcutter Pazzy, Facebook Jedi Mind Tricks, Facebook Vinnie Paz, and if you're a podcast person, you know, in your car, headphones, whatever, I have a podcast. Me and my homeboys just talking shit and breaking balls, basically. You can go to BroadStreetBreakdown.com. All the episodes are up on there. It's free. You know what I'm saying? Just subscribe, but it's free or whatever. And if you are into vinyl, cassettes, CDs, digital downloads, hoodies, hats, fitted, snapbacks, all things Jedi Mind Tricks, Vinnie Paz, Army of the Pharaohs related, go to jmthiphop.com. Updates, this and that, everything is there. So I'm gonna see y'all next week. Next time I'm talking to y'all, the record will be like 48 hours away. So with that said, once again, thanks for writing me. You can send questions to info@jmthiphop.com. In the subject, put questions for Paz. So I'm gonna talk to y'all next week. This is Vinnie Pazienza. God bless you. I appreciate all y'all. I'll talk to y'all next week. For me and Edgar, I'm out.